I'm from South Africa. I'm currently based in Shanghai, China, and I work as a kindergarten teacher. On Wednesday, August 23rd, during a disagreement, the HR manager at my job, a guy, punched me on my face. After he punched me and I was screaming, trying to get out of his office, he pushed me down on the couch, telling me that I needed to sit down. I screamed and I was trying to get my phone so I can take pictures and videos of what was happening. Instead, he grabbed my phone and said he didn't have my phone anymore. I don't know how I got out of the office, but somehow I got out, and I was running in the passage of this kindergarten trying to get help. There were various women there. All of them just watched and did nothing. I managed to run to the stairs, but by the time I got to the stairs, he was already there, and he was preventing me from going past them. I was screaming, but he was pulling me, preventing me from leaving. I don't know what came into my head, but I thought about a different exit, and I ran towards the different exit, but he was chasing me. And during the time that he was chasing me, he was singing a song, humming a song, as though to distract me in case so that I can fall and he can catch me. I managed to get out of the building, and there was another lady outside the building shouting for the securities officers to close the gate so I wouldn't get out. But what happened is the security officer made a mistake. Instead of closing the gate, he opened the gate, and then I ran, managing to get out. By the time I got out, I had no shoes on, no socks on. They had taken my phone. I had no bag on. It was just me and nothing on my hands. I didn't know what to do, so I started walking on the streets, and I came across a young Chinese lady. Asked her if she spoke English, and she said yes. I asked her to call the cops. She called the cops arrived, and we went back to the kindergarten. When we arrived at the kindergarten, they had gathered everything that belonged to me in the table, telling me that the reason why they were preventing me from leaving is because they wanted me to calm down so they can call the cops to resolve the issue, despite the fact that I wasn't feeling safe, and that is why I wanted to run away. Then the guy who had punched me told the cops that he did not punch me, that I hit my eye on the couch. I asked them to release the CCTV footage of the building while I was running, and they said they don't have it. We went to the police station. At the police station, the vice principal who saw everything happen said that she didn't see anything, and that when this guy might have hit me, she was on the phone, so she didn't see anything. When I arrived there, the cops basically told me that my visa is expiring next week and I do not have proof that this guy has hit me, and therefore I needed to settle. Feeling like I didn't have a choice, I ended up settling for compensation. I'm making this video because there are so many of us out here who are suffering under the hands of our employers, who continue to disobey the law and treat us very poorly. And I'm also making this video because I feel very powerless in this situation. They told me that if I talk to anybody or go to the media about the situation, then they would sue me and I would have to go to jail or get deported. They also threatened to put me on some teachers' blacklist in China so that I would never get a job in China. They also refused to give me any documents that would allow me to work anywhere else in China during this moment. But I'm not okay with just keeping quiet and pretending that this is okay and nothing happened. And I hope if you're seeing this video, you pass it to as many people as possible so that people know that this happened to me.
Hello beautiful people, how are you, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so pissed guys after watching and learning the incident which happened in China. Family, we can no longer continue to let things slide. We can no longer continue to let things slide like this one. For how long are people going to be mistreated? For how long? And, as he was narrating the story, they collaborated with each other, spoke with each other, made sure that when the police come or anything comes or she reports to the authorities, they have their story in order. And what will the Chinese government do? Chinese authorities do? They'll listen to the Chinese. Why? It's their people. Why do we leave our motherland? There are a lot of African countries which are doing good economically, financially. You understand? Where you can relocate and start doing your own thing there. Why do we always have to go to people who don't like us? Maya Angelou said, if people show you who they are, believe them. How many videos have you seen of Chinese people mistreating Africans? We let these people mistreat us in their countries. When they come to Africa, we treat them like kings or queens. Why? Why, my Africa? Why? Do you know the pain we feel when we see such kind of videos? And I'm talking about black people in general, including those in the Americas who say they are not Africans. Do you know the pain we feel when we see you being mistreated for nothing, for doing nothing, for no crime committed, but yet you are mistreated, you are killed? Do you know the pain that we feel? Africa, we need to realize this. We are against the whole world. Everywhere a black man, a black woman, they are hated. We can no longer continue hating each other. It is time that we united and fought back. We can no longer continue like this. Seeing this lady narrating brought different emotions to me. Narrating what happened to her. We can no longer continue letting things like this slide, guys. No. Family? No. They come to our countries, they infiltrate our communities, they make money off us, and yet they mistreat us like this in their own countries. In fact, some they even bought, they do this kind of crazy nonsense in other African countries. What is wrong with you, my Africa? Why are you so gullible? And this thing will just slide. No one will talk about it. And it will just end like this. When a Chinese man has been attacked, when a Chinese man has been deleted, the outrage which comes from China itself, you know that they are not happy. Why can't we do the same to our people? Man, I wish I could find these cowards. I wish I could find this bunch of racists doing something like this to an African man or an African woman in my presence. Oh boy, I wish. Chinese are one of the most racist people in the world. Sorry to say that, but it's true. Look at the mistreatment of Africans. Just look at it. And yet, we celebrate some of these people. No, they are bringing investment in Africa. No, they are liberating. Liberating what? Africans have got no one to liberate themselves but themselves. Anyone who smiles to an African man or an African woman who is not African has got an agenda. That one I can tell you. We are on our own. We need to unite and stand against this thing. If we don't take a stand, guys, they will be taking us for a ride every time like this. This is so sad. See you guys in my next one.